Designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mike Gesicki, a gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
Singletary loses it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah.
After reviewing the play, the line on the field is reversed.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinter's blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Their own 30-yard run.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And you certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Kareem Hunt.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points in the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out across midfield down to the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
Allen's pass.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
Bills 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Love to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. Love. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Jets 14, Bills 3.
From the 25 on second down, Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
6 yards on the play.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Their own 23.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Love. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The 38-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. That one into the hands of Laird. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Going back to Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Able to connect with Mims. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's third down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown. But
well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 10.
First down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
To the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Cowboys.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, Love. On the crossing route, complete. It's done. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Caught here by Griffin. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
For a Jets.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the... end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First down, going to the air with Love. He's got this one completed to Mims.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got a man, it's Mims.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Denzel Mims
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face,
coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Love now to pass on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and 7. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard
Buffalo set to get the football back here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Coming to you, coming to you. Minus 57's right.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This will be caught by Brown.
Allen's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Holding offense.
We're all right. Just call the call.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen got a man. It's Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
to number 14, Stephon Diggs. Touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the try here for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for second down.
Second and 3.
Now it's Hunt.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
46-yard line.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the